If we were to think of where is God in all of this stuff, I think he's at the center of it. He's right here in the middle of all of this mess that we've created. My name is Pastor Minniecon. On my father's side, I'm from the Cubby Cubby people in southeast Queensland, or in the Glasshouse Mountains area. East of that is a little place called Bauple Mountains. That's my great-great-grandmother's country there. That's where she was forcibly removed and taken north. And on my mother's side, she's Gorang, which is Bundaberg, just a little bit north of that. And so my parents and my grandparents were brought up under those regimes, and they were very restrictive. As we were driving along the road, if ever we were stopped by the police, I was told, "You got to run, son, and don't let the police catch you," because they didn't want us to be taken and put into institutions. I've worked with our stolen generation for almost all my ministerial career for 45 years. And their stories I still carry in my bones. They're stories of pain and of struggle and of incredible trauma. And those particular traumas have been passed on to, generations after generations. We did not exist. And I think the colonizers at that time took great efforts to try to make sure that we didn't exist by not only putting us on missions and reserves, but also by the ways in which they slaughtered a lot of our people. There's been huge amounts of massacres in my country there. That makes it very difficult for us to come to grips with this message, this gospel message, in so many different ways. And yet, it's through that, by the grace of our Father in heaven, that he gave us this opportunity to respond to his message in a different way, to respond to his love and to his life and to his ways, regardless of how either the church or the government dealt with our people. As Indigenous Australians, we face so many different traumatic events that have happened to us. And so how do you reconcile all of those kinds of challenges that you face either as an individual or as a family? And for me, in the middle of all of that, if there was one event or one thing that could possibly bring about reconciliation, it would be the crossover of Jesus Christ. Not just the cross, but also the resurrection of Jesus has made that possible through his word and through his spirit. If we can only see that he does make this incredible difference, if we follow his ways, his teachings, and be a follower of the way in which Jesus walked. Because you look at his story, he walked with all of this hurt and pain. Even he had wounds so deep. It's God himself in the middle of all of this mess, these powers that be. He's putting out his hand both to the wounded as well as to those who have made the wounds, the oppressor as well as the oppressed, and saying, come on, let's get back together again. Let's heal these relationships again. Let's make us be one as God created us to be. And that really is the heart of the gospel. It seems so simple. And perhaps we've made the simple so complex that we've lost the simplicity of it all. It's time for a change. And if reconciliation is to mean anything to me, it means that we have to change the ways in which our attitudes and our behaviours are towards our neighbours who are not like us. But it's not only reconciling our differences with each other and amongst each other. We've also got to reconcile our differences with our planet, with our environment, with our climate issues that we're facing right now, with creation justice. This particular generation of young people who have got access to the greatest knowledge on the planet, I think they're looking for something different. I think they're looking for a way in which the world can come together. Use your imagination to reimagine what should be and what could be, what may be. And what I've found over those years, of ministry is that my inabilities became his abilities to use me. I'm still amazed by that. He still amazes me.